I visited the world's most expensive country. To give you guys some context, I'm on a huge tour with my family right now, which consists of traveling to numerous countries. And I have a mission to document my experience. But after a long bus ride, we arrived at our first destination. Alright guys, we have arrived at Switzerland. First stop is the Rhine River Fall. It's the Rhine Fall. Alright. And if you come here, you could see the water. The area was pretty cool and had some really blue water. But after enjoying the view, we hopped on the bus where we would arrive at our hotel. Once we were done unpacking, we headed downstairs and walked by some beautiful views to where we would eat dinner. Once we arrived, I had a realization.
Which one should he get? Because you can drink at 16.
I'm going to get a beer. Yes, you heard that right. I can drink in Switzerland. It was totally legal, and I was determined to try it. All right, guys. This is monumental. Tastes great. Honestly, it was disgusting. I'd order lemonade over that any day. Anyways, after we finally got some food, the food was actually pretty good and was really high quality. This food was also complimentary and it was totally free, so it just made it taste way better. But we eventually left and headed to the hotel where we would rest for the night. Good morning. I have just woke up and I'm gonna head down for breakfast. But yeah, my camera broke last night, but I think I fixed it. I fixed it after hours of getting no sleep and just trying to fix it, and I finally fixed it. So yeah, let's go and eat. We got a lot in plan today, so. We started day 2 with a perfectly fine camera and some complimentary breakfast. The breakfast was pretty good. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. But after breakfast, we headed to the bus where we would go to Lucerne. But before that, just look at these views. Switzerland by far has the best views I've ever seen. It's actually amazing how cool it looks. 1 hour later, we arrived where we would meet our tour guide. Our tour guide would show us around the big city. One of the things I had to check out was this crying lion my sports math teacher recommended seeing. It was definitely cool to see. Thank you, Mr. Beeler, for recommending. Okay, moving on. Up next, our tour guide made us go back to the bus to a different area in Lucerne. We got off and instantly saw the market. All the food there were fairly expensive, but they were very high quality. We ended up walking along this long bridge, which was made back in 1365, and all the paintings up top are all original, but unfortunately some kid decided to smoke and burned down the middle of the bridge like an idiot, so only some of the bridge is original. After looking at the unique views and buildings, we entered this church. The church was pretty cool and had a lot of cool architecture. We eventually left the church and walked around Lucerne. I also got thirsty, so I drank out of this fountain. Switzerland is known for having some of the cleanest water, so it's all good. We walked into the center of Lucerne to go shopping. Yeah, all these shops are really expensive here. They all have the watches on display, like right here, just letting you know how expensive it is, and you know, if you can't afford it, most likely do not go in. But yeah, very expensive. I eventually walked into the store and looked around. They had watches everywhere and I was kind of tempted to buy one. I think I'm gonna buy a watch. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, Mom. I just bought my first watch.
Wow, how exciting.
Yep, I know. It was around like probably $100, $200 after. But
Probably.
it'll look cool.
Yeah.
It'll look cool. Look at that.
Yes. It's a very nice.
Yes. We left that store with a watch and $250 poorer. Switzerland is known for their watches, so it felt right to get one. Anyways, we left the area to head to a cruise. The views were amazing and very beautiful. Alright, we're gonna leave soon. Apparently we're gonna climb up the Alps. We're gonna go climb up the Alps. Then we're gonna go and eat up there, chill out. We're gonna go and explore. Yeah, that's our kind of game plan, but we're on this cruise. First class, of course. Great view. So yeah, see you there. Oh my gosh, check out this watch. It's just, I'm sorry.
It's so sexy. I can't stop looking at it. Oh my gosh.
We left the cruise and headed down some long tunnel and some streets where we would eventually arrive at this train thing. The train thingy brought us to this long mountain where we could see all of Switzerland. After around 15 minutes, we made it to the top where we would explore Pilatus. The view was amazing. It was a sight to see, and if I had to suggest a country to go to, I suggest Switzerland. Wait, I somewhat take back that statement, only because of what happens next.
We have made it on top of the Alps. We're gonna go and eat, and we're gonna go and order, and yeah, we'll see what I get.
The food was so expensive. Like, I ordered some chicken tenders, and I get some Ronald McDonald 5-piece chicken nuggets for a staggering $22. Yeah, it's a total ripoff. But back to the original statement. If you have the money, you should visit. But I'm sorry, it's way too expensive here. Anyways, moving on. I wanted to clear my head, so I climbed up this mountain with ease. The view was cool and we got some family photos up there as well. We eventually walked down the mountain and we headed back inside and waited.
What is this here?
I think it's a mountain.
No, what's the cables and all that stuff?
Oh, that's the yeah, that's the thing we're going down.
See, I don't think I want to do that
Why not?
because it's too scary.
We rode down the gondola and enjoyed the scenic views. We eventually stopped at another gondola where we would relax.
Alright, we are heading down the Alps now, and we're gonna... What are we doing? We are going back to the bus. This is the end of the trip for Switzerland. Until... I don't even know.
Tomorrow.
We leave tomorrow.
We're going back to Engelberg.
But we are going back to Engelberg. Whatever that... For the night.
We arrived at the bus shortly after and drove back to the hotel. After going to the hotel and relaxing, we made it to a restaurant to eat. We looked at the variety of items on the menu, which all ranged in price. I will say some of these things were expensive, but nothing really over the top. After some waiting, I got my pizza, which was pretty good, but it still was stupid expensive. It was a whopping $18. After that, I walked my grandma back to the hotel and headed to bed. Until my brother decided to pass out with the key in the room.
Alright guys, got locked out of my room. Let's get it.
I searched all of Switzerland to find a key, till I eventually found one and unlocked the door. And that's when I headed to bed. With that concludes my trip to the world's most expensive country, Switzerland. I learned a lot on this trip and how Switzerland is very misunderstood. It might be stupidly expensive, but the quality is very high, even those chicken nuggets. Despite its reputation, it is still worth going, and I totally recommend if you have the money. If you at all enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and stay notified when I upload the next video. It should be coming out soon. Also, if you're interested in seeing the behind the scenes, make sure to follow my Instagram. It's much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching.